Hello all, in this video we're going to talk about adding a melodic idea to these arpeggio patterns that we've been practicing. I know it can get a little bit, in these next two videos we're going to add first a melodic and then actually add chord shapes to the left hand, so we're actually altering the pitches more. I know it can get, as we're working on the mechanics, it can get a little dry just playing the open strings, P, I, M, A, P, I, M, A, M, I, and P, I, M, A, M, I, and P, A, M, I, and all of those different variations, exercises 1, 2, and 3 that we're looking at. So what we're going to do here is, because as I play these notes, I'm playing an E, a G, a B, and an E. And all that is an E minor chord. So it's the open strings from an E minor chord. So here I'm taking an E minor harmony, and what I'm going to do now is play an E minor melody on the first string. Now, this will be our first scale, and in your textbook, it's also the first time that we look at standard notation. But if you look under the diagram, it'll still say, you can read it in a tablature fashion. It'll say the name of the note, E. It'll say what string it's on, 1, what fret it's on, open, and what left hand finger I play it with. So this is E. And as we play this right now, I want you to play everything. We would normally never play a scale like this, but for the application purposes, I want you to just use your ring finger and just play a nice simple rest stroke for all of these notes. So we're going to go E. Then the next note I see is F sharp, and that's on the 2nd fret with the first finger. So I come up 1, 2, as close to the frets as possible. I think about my hand in position. I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit just so you can see where I am clearly. And then I press that note down, and then I get the F sharp. So first I have E, then F sharp. Now G is on the 3rd fret, so with the 2nd finger. So I come here, and then finally I have the A on the 5th fret with the pinky. So if I can see by my hand shape, I'm very clearly in 2nd position here. Open E, F sharp, my first finger is on the 2nd fret, G, A. And if you look down at the bottom part of your screen, you can notice I'm doing all rest strokes with the A. I would not normally ever play a scale or play a melody like this, but you'll see for the application purposes while we're doing that in a second. So first I would just take that first part of the scale from the E, and then up to the A, and then just come back down, G, F sharp, E. Remember, as I'm ascending, I want to leave the notes down. So the F sharp and the G are still fretted, the A, F sharp, and G are still fretted. So then now, as I lift the fingers off, then the notes are already there. So E, F sharp, 2nd fret, G, 3rd fret, A, 5th fret. Now I'm going to come up to the 7th fret. So shifting, I'm going to shift my first finger to 7th fret, so I'll be into 7th position. So what I want to do is I want to look right here on the 7th fret, and I want to see my first finger come right to that fret. So as I want to practice that shift a lot. E, F sharp, G, A, B. And if you notice how when I shift, I shifted the whole hand in position, and now these fingers are still in a position 7, 8, 9, 10. Even though I'm not going to play all these notes, they're prepared to. So as I do this, E, F sharp, G, A, now I shift the first finger into the 7th position. The 2nd finger now plays the 8th fret, C. The B on the 7th fret is still fretted, and then 10th fret is D. So if I look, I have the same digital pattern, half step, whole step, that I had in 2nd position. So the mechanics are the same, I just have the shift. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D. And then for this E, I'm just going to come up with the pinky, and there's my 1 octave E minor scale. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then when I come back down, I'm going to come right back into position and place everything down, and then just lift them as I descend. So the whole scale, ascending and descending, looks like this. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. Now coming down, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E. So once we practice that scale, what we're going to start doing now is this. P-I-M-A-M-I. So let's say we're looking at exercise 2. You can look at any of those open string ones that are comfortable. But what I'm going to start doing now, and you'll see why I played all those notes with the A finger, especially with a rest stroke on there, is because now I'm going to add this melodic element to this arpeggio pattern. So I'm going to go E, F sharp, G, A, B, shift up in the 7th, C, D, E, now I'm going to shift down into position, D, C, B with the first finger, now I'm going to shift down in the 2nd, I have A fretted, lift to G fretted, to the F sharp. So as I get more comfortable with that, now F sharp, G, A, B, C, and then as I come down, so first I'm just practicing ascending and descending. The other thing that I can start doing is working on the thumb melodically. Is this is E, so this is also E. So if I went like this, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. C, B, A, G, F sharp, E. So that's just playing the scales. Now the next step I can do with this is I can start to create a little bit of melody. So say I like these half steps. I'm going to go B, C, G, F sharp. So that's going to be my little melody. Maybe I go to the E just to establish the half cadence. Now I move into the 6th string. There's that half step. So then I'm still working, all that time I was doing that, I was still just working on P-I-M-A-M-I, but then I was starting to get, thinking about the left hand, adding another element that makes it a little more creative, a little more engaging, a little more musical value to it. So once you get comfortable with the open strings, you can start to add this string both on this scale, both on the 1st string and the 6th string, to make practicing those arpeggio patterns a little more interesting and a little more enjoyable.